So today I'm sharing my top 5 credit card recommendations for beginners in 2024, the cards that can kickstart your journey towards a stellar credit score, awesome sign-up bonuses, and even those first-class travel experiences, all without spending any extra cash out of pocket. Okay, so before we get into the cards themselves, let's talk about the foundation for all of this, your credit score. If you're brand new to the credit world, you'll likely need to start with a secured credit card. And my number one recommendation for this is the Discover It Secured Card. This card allows you, even with limited or no credit history, to deposit a refundable security amount. In exchange, you receive a credit line equal to that deposit. Think of it as a way to build credit without first needing credit. It's like putting down $500 and getting a $500 credit line. Now, what makes Discover's secured cards so much better than the competition? They often target people with limited options and tend to nickel and dime you with high interest, penalties, and annual fees. Discover, however, does things differently. They offer a free secured credit card, meaning no annual fees, and they also offer rewards. We're talking 2% cash back on gas stations and restaurants, up to a combined $1,000 in purchases each quarter. You also get unlimited 1% cash back on everything else. To make it even better, Discover will match all the rewards you earn in the first year if you spend an average of $1,000 a month. That's a minimum of $240 back, with absolutely no cost to you. Also, Discover provides free FICO monitoring tools right in their platform. Moving on to number 2, we have the Pedal Visa card. As you build your credit score, having multiple lines of credit is a good idea. Each time you pay off a card, it counts as a positive trade line on your credit report, and more of these means a higher credit score. So the Pedal Visa card can be really helpful in accomplishing this. Pedal offers 2 cards. The Pedal 1 card gives you 2 to 10% cash back at select merchants. The Pedal 2 card gives you 1% cash back on eligible purchases, which then bumps up to 1.5% after 12 on-time payments. The unique thing about Pedal is that unlike Discover, which bases your limit on the security deposit, Pedal utilizes your banking information to assess your spending and savings habits to determine your credit limit. It's great for people who have been paying their bills on time but never had a credit card. Next up at number 3, we're talking about the Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. Now, I have to be honest here, I'm not a huge fan of Wells Fargo. I've had some pretty bad experiences with their customer service, but I also have to be objective because they do excel in a couple of areas. One of them is having some of the lowest mortgage rates, and secondly, they've done a surprisingly good job with this credit card. This is not a card I would recommend for someone with absolutely no credit history. On a basic level, the card has absolutely no annual fee, 0% interest for the first 15 months, and unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. That sounds pretty good, right? What makes it even better is that most unlimited 2% cashback cards are bare bones. They just give you the 2% and not much else. If you're not a fan of Wells Fargo, totally understand. Number 4, we have the American Express Blue Cash Everyday Card. When you think of Amex, you might think of the gold or platinum cards that have high annual fees and high income requirements. But the Blue Cash Everyday is different. It has no annual fee, just like the previous card, along with 0% interest for the first 15 months on purchases and balance transfers. You also get 3% cash back on groceries, online retailers, and gas. Amex also includes a lot of perks, like $7 a month off if you spend $14 on the Disney streaming bundle, $15 off a home chef cooking option, along with car rental damage and theft protection. Finally, at number 5, we have one of my favorite credit cards for beginners, the Chase Freedom Flex Card. This is one of the most versatile cards because it is just really good at everything. You get a $200 sign-up bonus when you spend $500 in the first 3 months. Also, you can get 5% cash back at grocery stores up to $600 a year, along with 5% back on rotating categories like gas stations and online merchants. You also get 5% back on travel purchases through their Chase Ultimate Rewards, 3% back on restaurants and eligible delivery services, 3% at drugstores, and 1% back on everything else. Overall, if you want to maximize your credit score, get paid for what you would spend anyway, and be able to travel for free, it all starts by building your foundation. How was that?